Hi there, it's Tish with Star Love Healing. Welcome back. And if you're new, thank you for joining. I am here to do the new moon in Aries reading, which is so exciting. Hey, I know I say this all the time, and if you have multiple readers you listen to or astrologers, you get this a lot too, but this is a very powerful new moon. And I know that sounds like a broken record, but supposedly this one is, because it's the first one of the new year, the zodiac new year. It's in the most super, cardinal fire sign, Aries. And it is, what else was it? The sun and the moon, I believe, are at the exact same degrees. So, and I can't remember the name of it because it's this really funky, weird name, but look it up. It's a special. It's like, this is like the most specialist time where the sun and the moon are at the same degrees. And it just so happens that it is on our first new moon of the zodiac year. You can't make this stuff up. This is amazing. It is divinely orchestrated for our healing and our growth and our success. And the more you actually look at it that way, and the more you embrace that, the more you start being in tune with the universe, and you actually start feeling this energy within you, and you just can even more appreciate it and use it to your benefit, right? Because every single thing is working in your benefit. Everything is for your highest good. So there's one mentality that you have got to embrace and say daily if you need to. Everything is working in my honor. So anyways, all right, this is the Aries new moon. I wonder if I brought that book. I didn't. I want to read that. I feel like it's a brand new year. We got to get understanding of what this kind of energy is like coming with. I took all my books away, so let me see if here we go. Oh, I'm just jumping into it. My good, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. Here we go. It says, they're called the fire starter. There we go. I love this chick on this card. I used to work with a girl that just this girl reminds me of her, and she's just an awesome woman. So I love that. Anyway, all right, the fire starter. Self-confident, decisive, forceful, strong, outgoing, thrill-seeking, desiring, victorious, explosive, egotistical, passionate, pushy, hot-headed, impatient, inconsiderate, careless. My nose itches automatically. Their cardinal fire, ruling planet is Mars, and their symbol is the ram, and the body part is the head. And their gemstone is the diamond. That makes sense because I think April is a diamond as far as birthstones. And the tarot card is the Emperor. Competition is to Aries what the desert is to sand. Both reason for being and the landscape that feels the most like home. The urge to be first is always what fuels the Aries' itching impatience. The cardinal quality of the fire element burning through each new challenge like rocket fuel on a mission to Mars. Aries is a hot rod engine growling with desire and is an innocent crocus shoot poking its head through virgin earth on the first day of spring. That is so cool. Do not try to coach or contain Aries. This sign already knows what's best for it. Frustration is having to wait for others to catch up. discernment, the function of a deeply embodied decisiveness. The road ahead is a sun-scorched highway, straight and direct, with no speed limit, since rules and regulations make little sense to Aries, especially when they may impede on rapid progress toward the attainment of each glittering new goal. Oh, Aries, Aries, Aries. Gosh, don't we all need a little bit of that energy right now? Start this new year. Stick with our goals. I'm drinking coffee. I know it's in the middle of it. For me right now, it's the middle of the day, but oh, I just needed an extra cup today. So, all right. I would like to say real quickly a prayer so that we can start this off. May divine love open the inner eye and bring the perfect insight that I may faithfully read the energy and serve truth. May all beings recognize whatever they need to take the next step on their divine life journey at the perfect time and in the perfect way, according to divine compassion and in service to the great divine plan of love unfolding, so be it. And I'm going to do our bell today. So turn down your earbuds if you need to, because it could be loud, but I'm going to just cleanse the energy and my space and in yours, and just welcome in the sound and whatever feeling you get from it. Welcome it in, ask for it to cleanse you and to bring in happiness and joy and clarity. Here we go. I love it. All right, sorry, my kitty's doing something over there. There, all right. Okay, I don't know, I feel so, I don't have anything that just said, I mean, this is the only thing that's really, really screamed at me so far. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I didn't get any visions, I didn't get any kind of, you know, I didn't really, like, have anything come to me regarding this energy. Except that the saying this morning really spoke to me about how everything's happening for your highest good. That was the only thing that just came resounding into my energy field this morning. So, and freedom. Yesterday was a big day regarding about like freedom. Kept feeling it, just feeling like this busting out the gate kind of freedom energy. So I don't know, but that's Aries energy. That's exactly what they are. Like, they're the ram. They just ram through and go wherever they want, you know? So maybe it's just right here is that energy. Okay. But I wanted to do this one. It's just the same deck that this is, the Astro, or the Numinous Astro deck. I feel like we need to know like what the conjunctions or what is going on up in there. Up, since the moon and the sun are doing something, and just, oh, it's insane. All right, so the Neptune dreams. Neptune. It says imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, and magic. So, I mean, Neptune is, it's dark. I mean, it's a hidden, it's a lot of things hidden. So that's all I really want to say about that. It's just that it's things that can be hidden, but when they want to come to you, it will make its presence, whether through dreams, through, you know, imagination. And my throat chakra is just like all of a sudden, hello. All right. What does Neptune and dreams really want? I mean, I know dreams are huge right now, so maybe This is going to be regarding either some like daydreams, some actual like excuse me, dreams that you have, like goals, like a dream you want to accomplish, or it could literally be something about a dream that you've had. And North Node, something regarding what your driving force is in this lifetime, your destiny. Soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose. There's something I think that we're in our dreams we're finding, or if you actually really look at your dreams, whether it's one of those three I was just talking about, you'll really see how your destiny, your North Node is going to be accomplished, like how you can take steps to doing it, or you're seeing how something's working in that to help you have your destiny fulfilled. And I really just feel like it's there. I don't know. There's just something about you're going to be seeing something regarding your destiny. But I just heard you have to be like, you're going to have to listen for it. Anything else, Spirit, from this oracle? My cats are behind. Saturn, wisdom. Discipline, structure, time, responsibility, tests, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones, maturity, gravity, scaffolding. Wow. To me, Saturn is, you know, it's like, it's the dad, you know, of the planets, where they're going to make you eat your peas, and they're going to make you pass, like they're going to give you tests, they're going to give you limitations, they're going to give you restrictions to see how you handle them. And it's not meant to hold you back. It's meant for you to overcome. So again, and I feel like this energy with this Aries, where there's competition. Everything's a competition to Aries. There's something about that where maybe you're feeling some competition within some aspect of your life, or you're feeling called that your destiny is to rise and overcome something that is got like conflict with it. There's something about conflict. But it's like I said, everything is meant for your highest good, even conflict. So I think there's some wisdom regarding, in the bottom of the deck was 5th house, passions, like your dreams, performance, entertainment, creativity, costume, play, love affairs, passion, pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, disco ball. So, oh man. I think I'm gonna have to get some water. My throat is like not happy. Oh man, okay. So we've got a good baseline of what we feel like we're going through. Dreams are going to be helpful, and that's going to help us with our destiny, or we're seeing that. And I feel like there's possibly going to be some sort of conflict of some nature. This doesn't mean it has to be some big event. It can even be tiny. And it's all in the way you view it and perceive it to see how big or tiny this will be. So, all right. Let's see. All right, Spirit, what can we know regarding this Aries new moon. What should we be prepared for? How can we prepare for it? What can we, okay, that's all I really want to get out of this reading, okay? So let's start with, what can we know? Is this the right deck? Okay, thank you. Okay, one card. Longevity, commitment, eternity. Eternal. Sorry, not eternity. Eternal. And it's Queen of Water. You know, Queen of Water is super intuitive. She's tapped into her emotions, which is her heart center. And she just, like, if you are tapped into here, you have your chariot on the right path, like your train's on the right path. But she's a nurturer, and it's that energy, not that this is a female, that's not really it, I think. It's more so all of us having our feminine energy in that energy. And that's how there's gonna be some situation where we're gonna have to probably call in this energy to be able to stay balanced, is to stay in your heart space and to feel it here first. And whether this is a message and advice or if it's describing how you're going to be, either way, this is where it's going to be focused on, is your heart chakra. There's going to be something where you're going to need to really look at everything with love. Because I know that beginning of this Aries, I think even this first week or April 1st or something, there's something where they're talking about, like, it's going to be so powerful that you're really, I mean, this ties in, like, what you're going to have to be here. Don't react is what another word I just heard, or saying, don't react. Observe. So what situation are we talking about here, Spirit? What situation are we talking about here? All right, structural stability, foundation, and risk analysis. And it's 5 of air. I told you. Oh my God. 5 of Wands is all about competition. It's all about being in a, mixed with a bunch of people that have conflicting ideas, and everyone's got to come up with some way that they're going to march in the same way. And even if marching in the same way looks like everyone marching the opposite way, because they're just like, okay, I see your point. That's not my truth. It's still your truth. I acknowledge it is a truth, but it's not my truth. But everyone acknowledges each other's conflict and their, conflicting idea, that it becomes this like situation where it's just like confusing, and there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of, usually 5 of Wands is got other people involved. It's not just it's not really internal, it's external. So I just love how that's seriously what I've been feeling, and what this energy I just described before this is, that there's going to be some sort of competition, there's going to be some sort of confusion, and it's going to be a situation where you're really going to have to, like I said, go to your heart space. And you might have to dig real deep, because look at this. We got this ship up here. It's got this little, these are these big icebergs. But deep, deep, deep down here, right? There's other icebergs. They're going, it's signifying like deep. So Maybe this is deep connections. That's what I just heard. This situation is going to be with some really deep connected people in your life. So that's probably why it's going to be more confusing and more where you're going to have daintiness with it. You're going to have tact. You're going to have to really lead with love, because I think this is going to be kind of one of those situations where it's someone so deep in your life that you don't want to just blow it off and just not and ignore it or act impulsively, because there's so many deeper situations regarding this. The situation goes far deeper than what you can see. That's what I'm trying to get at. But it could, again, be someone who has, like, your parents, your siblings, your oldest friend, your boss of 20 years. It's something regarding something deep relationship. Oh yeah, and this card says longevity, meaning it's a long, it's like I said, I feel like it's just with someone that's not just someone you've just, even if you haven't ever, this person isn't been around for longevity, it's going to be someone that you have a very deep heart space between. You care very much for this person and vice versa. Okay, I'm done. I've said it 15 different ways, so. And then we've got 10 of water. So 10 of cups, sheer, absolute emotional fulfillment. Rejuvenation, fulfillment, marriage. Oh, look at that. They're seeing eye to eye. Look, these two are seeing eye to eye. And it's almost like a trinity, where this is like our source creator, and this is masculine, feminine, and these two are seeing eye to eye, and it's that trinity. Oh goodness, I love it. So just know that throughout this confusion and conflict with going into your heart space, just know if you go from love, you always are fulfilled. And here it is. This is completely going to end with if that is the case, if that's the blueprints that you hear from this reading and you follow, this 10 of Cups is the end result. Emotional satisfaction and fulfillment. All right, anything else? I mean, I think that's pretty much it. But is there anything else we need to know regarding this situation? This is what we can expect. Thank you. All right. It is Knight of Air. And it says Orion. And it's skill, ambition, momentum. So it's this guy who looks to be like a archer, although I don't really see his bow. I just see a bunch of arrows. So I'm wondering if it's more, he's almost like a giant, and he's got something on him, almost like a scorpion, and he's trying to get at it, but it almost feels like it's more like not so much bow and arrows, but like what is that when you, I don't know what this is, but it's a longer arrow than, like a bow and arrow. It's like your whole size of your body, and I don't even know what but you actually just hurl it. You have aim and you hurl it. You don't do that or anything, but I don't know why that's important, but it's almost like you're having to put your whole body into it, because bow and arrows, you just do precision and go, no. And with this thing, it's more of a whole body. You got to have every part of your body in this moment of alignment to fully get the force that you want to be able to hit your target. Because this is a far away target. It's, I mean, let's just say even 10 feet. That's a far away to get some sort of precision with a massive thing like this. So there's something regarding that where it's just like, okay, my cat's trying to get my attention. So I got to sit up closer so he doesn't jump in my lap. No. And skill, ambition, momentum. Just, again, this feels very Aries energy where you're like having to like really put a lot into it. But again, it said in the beginning, Aries competition is like the desert. Oh, jeez, I gotta say, because that was actually a pretty awesome sentence. Here we go. Competition is to Aries what the desert is to sand. Both reason for being and the landscape that feels the most like home. Both reason for being and the landscape that feels the most like home. So I feel like, oh, I just heard you have reached a skill at this point where you're capable of having such an open heart that you can go through this situation with this thing, person, group, and be victorious with your emotional, because Queen of Water, again, I told you she is like the embodiment of her emotions. Feminine energy, not her, but feminine energy. So point is, I feel like this is a proof. You might see it, you might experience it by a test and actually therefore know it. Or at this point, you're actually seeing you've done something where you're like, I would have never reacted that way before, but I know now I have grown into being able to be more in my power of my own emotions. Because isn't that the biggest thing where you're like, you can, when you see people who are, they have no control of their emotions. We all have someone like that in our life, or have had someone like that in our life. They blow up. They can't have a conversation without crying. And again, this is not to judge, because this isn't like, my point is that I'm not judging that situation, but we just do know we have people or have had people like that. And, you know, you can tell when it's warranted and when maybe they're being manipulated or manipulative, or when they're just truly don't have any control of themselves. And that's a scary situation when you're around someone who does not have control of their emotions, because your emotions cause that passion inside of you that can drive you to good or to not good. So I feel like this is where you are really going to see that you are capable of being in control of your emotions and leading yourself to victory in some sort of competition or, you know, conflict with possibly someone very, very close to you. And it's going to be a beautiful feeling, because I feel like what I heard from this was you're going to seriously hear yourself say, I know I'm better because I never would have acted that way before. Like, this is a new feeling. And my candle is like seriously about to go out. Wonder if that's gonna mean something. All right, we got Magic Stream and Stuck in the Mud. Oh, that one really stuck in the mud. It's an elephant with a birdie on top, and then the Magic Stream with like an egot or something, one of those wisdom birds. I think we got Magic Stream last time, or I don't know, it feels very very like we've had this before. Where is this? Oh, right here. 18. Okay, it says everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all a part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you are a part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. That's beautiful. So we are all one, we all flow, and no matter what is happening, it is a flow of a greater, bigger picture. So that's, you know, like one of those situations I just saw in my mind's eye, that when you have like a fight with someone, if you just focus on that fight, then you're hindering yourself from seeing the beauty in the whole story. It's just that fight. And yes, it could be leading to an ending, but, you know, view that there was such beauty before it, and there'll be beauty after it. So that was just something that felt like it needed to be voiced. It says, stuck in the mud. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. Wow, I want to dig more on this because I kind of was not what I was expecting. Because Aries don't like to be stuck. They want to move. They're like well, shoot, what's the name of this? The radical. The fire starter. Once you start a fire, it's going. There's nothing stopping it. So why are we stuck? Well, it says ladybug, meaning it's a, you know, fortuitous, is that the right word? Fertile, happy, comfortable, good health, balance, wishes coming true. I had a ladybug in my car the other day. It was wild. And then we got the heart. I don't know, maybe it's just that you really got to stop and just kind of embrace where you are in your life at this moment. And that heart space, remember that Queen of Water, that heart space? You have to find that balance and joy and wherever you are. Even if you feel stuck, you've got to find that energy of like, oh, I'm where I'm meant to be at this moment in time. So, and see it as the big picture. Maybe that's why I guess it's like happening during that might be it. This stuck in the mud energy might be happening in the Aries season for that purpose, is to you know, like we're all naturally in our bodies, like in our soul, wanting to go, go, go. It's like this. But if Spirit's telling us we're going to be kind of halted, then what would that just mean? It would mean we're having to have that internal peace of having patience. Because if everything's telling you to go, 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 but you're stopped, you're just like, you can either get frustrated, which is that was one of those Aries qualities, or you can just relax and have peace with it and just say, it's divine timing. I'm surrendering to the flow of how this, you know, I'm seeing a train and how like where the person actually moves the tracks to go either left or right. Like you got to just go with the flow, whichever, even if you were planning on going left and the train person did the tracks to the right, just at least you're still on the track. Like your train is still on the rails. It might not be going the same place, but you're still on the rails. You're still moving forward. You got to have trust that that is where it's supposed to go. I don't know, there's something about that. And then we got the fishies. So it's something regarding how your resources, your finances, your like, it could very well be your income or your money. And I mean, I just love the fact, I'm just gonna put this out there right now, okay? Spirit, I know you're not telling me it, but I'm putting it out there for all of us right now, this manifestation, that there's a reason why, a very huge reason why this card, this fishes card, flew out onto this. I'm gonna get up so you can see manifestation here, people. Why the fishies, the card about money, resources, abundances, income, all that, it fell onto this beautiful, abundant waterfall. Like this massive amounts of water are flowing. And look how abundant that whole entire lake is. It looks gorgeous. Our finances are about to just be overflowing. Right? They're about to be overflowing. Even in our sleep, they're going to be overflowing. All right. And then we've got, look at that. We've got the Queen of Air, and we've got the Star, and it's Aquarius energy. I just really get, I mean, the hope and the optimism from the Star card, and it's also wishes coming true. But also, always having that hope and optimism is seriously where you're going to always find your abundance. Even when you're stuck, maybe even if your finances are stuck, or if a project that you're wanting to be overflowing with, you know, productivity and to have something multiply. If it's feeling stuck, just have faith that it's going to be, you know, your wishes are going to come true. Anything else? There's like, no, that's it. That's it. That's your victory. Victory is to be had. And guys, I'm not even, if you guys watch me a lot, you know I am so much more high elevated energy wise. And right now I'm about as chill and zen as I think my soul can be. I am just like just coasting. And I feel incredible right now. Like, I feel so balanced. I didn't feel that way before this reading. So that is the energy of this. I just really feel like if you can find the patience and the surrendering, the hangman didn't come out, but I think it's still like in my mind's eye and how I'm overall feeling right now. It's like if you can find that balance of being, you know, stuck or in between something, that is what trusting in the universe feels like when you're balanced with that. And it is what we're all meant to accomplish. And we get bits and pieces of it. We get it here and there. But, I mean, when you can really strive to try to find that and become more aligned with every time you, because we get misaligned. It's just, it happens. I mean, if you imagine that you're never going to be misaligned, then I'm sorry to tell you, but you will be. But the point is to align yourself as fast as possible after every time you get misaligned. That is the goal. And the faster you get to that point, the more aligned you'll feel, and the more in the flow of the universe that you'll feel. So, God, I am like zoned. I feel like I just, like, I seriously, no offense, I hope this doesn't, you know, trigger any of y'all, but God, it feels like I'm high. Like I just smoked some dope and it was like good, but I'm not high. It's just a natural high. It's incredible. I know you will feel this way, because again, I did not feel this way before this reading, and I'm like, wow, that is what's being, I'm just sharing it so that you understand to identify this feeling when you feel that in this new moon energy. I'm done. That was beautiful. That was the end of that message. Is there anything else we can know? I know they said yes. What is it that you want us to know? What else can we know, Spirit? This is a fun one. This is the Oracle of E. Okay. What can we know about this new cycle? Superhero. Number 31. Okay. Superhero. Right now, you've got superhuman strength. The truth is, you always do. But most of the time, you don't need it. Why bother? Everything's rocking along just fine. You are about to learn just how cool, how strong, how amazing you really are. I think that just sums up everything we just talked about. Because like I've just described, when you get to this level of energy within that's peacefulness, and it goes back to that part about that emotional stability, it's beautiful. And I know that that is what this whole entire cycle is trying to teach, trying to show you, and you're accomplishing it. So, you are a superhero. You are cool and you are strong. Because again, I can't reiterate this more, but someone who can, I don't know why I stopped, but when you can control your emotional balance of yourself and your emotions, you are strong. You are some of the strongest souls when you get to that place. So, all right, I think I really want to do one of these animal ones, and I think I'm going to call it a day. And I actually don't even know if I'm being called to do the individual signs. Like I've even asked that, like, I don't even know if that's... What can we know, Spirit? Shark. Purpose. Wow. Look. Look at that. Going in the depths again. We have another one regarding going in the depths. And water. Look. Water. Queen of Water. We have Queen of Water. The most feminine, high energy regarding emotions. Water are emotions. Water is love in the tarot. And then we've got two cards. One about, I said, deep underwater, right? Here's this whole entire animal lives deep underwater. So our emotions are on like spotlight right now. That is where most of all this energy is going to be going. Your emotions, your inner feelings. Whew. Wow. Okay, let me read this. Hmm. 36. Okay, purpose. You are perfectly formed to be who you were born to be. There is a great power in keeping your focus. Procrastination is just another kind of fear, so keep moving forward. You are protected in a difficult task. Wow, I'm trying to see what I need to speak on. Okay, it says, the people of Polynesia, had a very different relationship to sharks than most other cultures. Rather than being the object of horror and fear, sharks were honored for their power and purpose. They were seen as gods, or aumakua, who could be protective. Wow. The shark god Kalilukau, sorry, was the cousin of another amazing name I can't say, and the great fire goddess Pele. He was a powerful god, but quite a lonely one. He used to swim close to the shore, became friendly with the human people there. And it says he would watch people swim and fish, watch the sunset with its many colors, and it was during one such time that he saw a human woman whom he felt was very beautiful. He got her attention and her trust, and they both fell in love. She fell pregnant to that guy's name, Kalo, sorry. And when her time came, she birthed a magic green shark. The son joined him in the sea and would help his mother and her people whenever they went fishing or as a protection when they traveled. In Hawaiian culture, animals can be a family's... God, y'all, this is so hard. The Hawaiian culture, animals can be a family's amakua, a kind of protective spiritual guardian. This is a form of reincarnation of a family member after death. They could transform into an amakua animal. Some families had sharks as their amakua, and these families would never fear sharks, knowing that their ancestor was still alive, but in shark form. The Hawaiian gods associated with sharks included... no, I'm not doing that. That's like 8 Polynesian Hawaiian names I don't know how to say. Says sharks are highly specialized fish that have evolved to be the apex predator in their habitats. Shark teeth are embedded in the flesh around the jaw, not within the jaw itself, and the teeth are constantly regrown as needed. Their sense of smell is incredible. They can sniff out one part of blood in 1,000,000 parts of seawater. Their sense of hearing is also acute, being able to detect sounds emanating from many kilometers away. Sharks have special lateral lines down the sides of their bodies that are tuned to tiny vibrations and movements in the water, which helps them recognize prey that might be slow or struggling in the water. They also have a special organ, the ampullae of Lorenzini, that picks up electrical signals and makes them the most electricity sensitivity of all animals. Wow, I never knew that. This is key for catching prey and in navigation. The latter because the Earth gives off electromagnetic impulses that are dependent upon the position on the planet. Some sharks are even more specialized in their evolution. For example, the hammerhead shark. The silhouette is unmistakable. There's nothing that looks quite like a hammerhead. The eyes of a hammerhead are placed on the edges of the head wings, which gives them extensive visual width. Very handy as the hammerhead scans the sea and sandy bottom for food. The hammerhead sharks are viviparous, I don't know, and do not lay eggs. Pups grow inside the female shark. This is as for land-based animals and is quite unusual. However, the mother gives birth to around 25 to 50 live pups at one time, and they are born with their eye wings folded back. Weird, but kind of cute. Other species of sharks lay eggs. So even within the sharks, group, they're all different. I mean, that's kind of really cool because within humans, what other animal has different animals who give birth differently? Like all human beings give birth one way. All deer give birth one way. All turtles give birth one way. I never knew that sharks could, they had different species within the species, if you will, right? Or you know what I mean by that? Like they have different, it's so weird. Again, I just heard, your truth can be your truth, but it doesn't have to be my truth. Remember that. Because just because they're both sharks, the hammerhead shark tells the, what was the other kind of shark? I don't know. I can't even think of another shark's name right now. But it tells them, hey, I do it differently. I was literally built to do it differently. You were built to do it differently than me. But that doesn't mean I'm going to judge you for having a baby a different way. I birth them live babies inside me. You do eggs. That's how I'm built. But we're the same. So that goes back to the beginning message of, I just massively heard, just because my truth is not your truth does not mean your truth isn't true and my truth isn't true. They're the same and they can be different. So that's important. The magic of sharks. They are magnificent creatures built for purpose. They are focused on their job as a predator and are exquisitely fine-tuned to do this. Every sense is supercharged. Every move is purposeful. Use shark magic when you want to find your purpose and your focus again. Perhaps you are procrastinating or simply think you cannot finish a project. So call in the energy of the shark to keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on, guys. Eyes on the prize. Put that in your mind. Put that in your visualization. See that, feel it. Imagine holding it. Imagine being that person right now, holding that. Victory is yours. Visualize it. Now. Okay, I think that was it. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic new moon in Aries. It is truly a magical new moon. Put some seriously good ideas and plans and projects and how you want to grow in every part of your life, every aspect of your life. Put something down as an intention for this new moon, because it's one of those new moons that your wish is granted. If you have it here, you have it here, your wish is granted. I mean, seriously, I'm seeing the genie from Aladdin. Your wish is my command. That is this type of moon. And new moons, again, are creation. That's when you create new stuff. So, have fun. Get as bold and wild in your intentions as you possibly can. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video. Please comment. Please share with someone who you might feel like really would benefit from this energy that we had today. And I love that my candle is still, it's out, but the actual ember of the wick is still on fire, which I'm like, I guess it's still on fire then? But it is so bizarre how I really thought that thing was going to go out probably 5 minutes in, and it's still going. Still going. All right, guys, take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.